Back with day number 4. Honestly, I've been having a lot of fun with this set. It's probably the most fun I've had since Wilds of Eldraine. And Wilds of Eldraine is probably my first or second favorite draft set of all time. Alright, let's see if we can get a sick Eldrazi deck. I've been fiending for some sick Eldrazi gameplay, okay? Also, I've heard a lot about this black deck. I've heard black-blue is pretty good. Okay, the fast Q at its finest. The faster the Q, the better the bomb. Can I just be offered an elemental for the first time ever? I'm yet to have seen an elemental in a pack, and I'm yet to have been able to pick an elemental in the pack. No more One Piece content. I mean, I'm going to say this for the 100th time, man. There's not been any One Piece product available in the area that I live. Therefore, I cannot go to the tournament. And I cannot play One Piece. Hopefully, I'm able to get some set 7. So I can actually own the physical cards and play the game. And then there will be content. The last time that I uploaded content was when I was last able to get my hands on some cards. But One Piece is not the only thing I like to do. I just like to play whatever card game I'm into. And I think after taking a break from One Piece, I'm going to have a lot more fun coming back when I'm able to get the cards. Rite of the Reliquary. Is that a good card? I've never seen that card. I also know that green-black is probably the worst color pairing in the game, in my opinion. Glaring Fresh Trigger is pretty good. How good is this? Glaring Flesh Raker. That's pretty good. And what is this? Yeah, I don't really like that. It's an MDC. I don't think I'm willing to commit to this too early. Okay, don't really like that card, to be honest. Okay, I'm just being passed Raw Monsoon Mage. Like, how am I being passed this? What are you picking that's not picking Raw Monsoon Mage? Oh, wait, is this card bad? Really? That's not a good card? Okay, I'm just tripping. I thought that was a good card. Temperamental Oozewag is okay. Hydra's okay. I guess I'll just take this Hydra. That card's good too. The thing about this card is, like, it's better just to be an MDC, but people just, like, pick those so late. You really don't want to be controlling in this format. Okay, Grim Servant, I'm not a big fan of that, really. Yeah, there's not a lot of rewards for being a controlling deck. Okay, that's a Galvanic Discharge. I think I just have to take this. It's just a good card in any deck, and like, when you're playing Eldrazi, it's good to be green. I do like the Meddler, though. I really like this Meddler, but I'm not really committed to anything. I think I'm just going to take this. This card's just too good. Not really too interested in anything. Probably just this Rumble. The Dread Masks go pretty late, to be honest. Dread Masks go pretty late. I think I don't necessarily want to play all three of these cards in the same deck, although it is fine. Like, this card is kind of trying to do a different thing than this card, depending on, like, if we end up being white, but I think this is just a safe pick here. It can be used with both of these cards and that card. That is a pretty good card, but I just don't think it's what we're trying to do. Am I necessarily an Essence Reliquary deck? No, not necessarily. But this is just a really strong card. There's not a lot of good things in this pack I actually want. I don't really like Void Bouncer. I haven't really found it to be useful, to be honest. Am I just giving up on green? And just trying to play energy? I think this is one of the better MDFCs. And we already have our Essence Reliquary, so I think I'm going to take it, even though that is a really good card. Not as good in green-white. Okay, we have a decision to make here. There's not a lot of good things here. Basically weighing these versus this. This is tough. Invert polarity. That is a pretty good card. We have no blue cards, though. Lion Umbra versus this Unstable Amulet. I don't know. I think we're probably going to try to play green-white here. We get this passed back to us. This is a really weird draft. Maybe I'm trying to play green-black. I guess I'm just being pushed into green-black. You may exile this Chairman if you do return to the battlefield. Yeah, this is a really weird draft. I've just got a little bit of everything. That is a really good card. There's 2 Cursed Wombat. I think I'm just going to try to hedge my bets on this Cursed Wombat. I don't think the Party Thrasher is that much better. I'm just going to hope that we end up wheeling the second Wombat, and our deck will be pretty good. We also can wheel the Expanding Ooze. Oh my gosh, as soon as we give up on white. You're kidding me. Breath Your Last is pretty good. I think this Lion Umber is actually decent in this deck. This card isn't great in our deck, but it's okay. It feels bad to pass up this card because it's just so crazy. I feel like we've just been pushed into black. I feel like I have to do it. Yeah, I'm probably just going to take this card. Sentry's a pretty good card. Green, white, blue. Quest for the Metropolis. Probably Victimize. Victimize isn't terrible. Really hoping to wheel that Wombat. When this enters the battlefield, one of you draw your third card each turn, amass 3. Versus this guy, I feel like this guy's just legit. Seems like a decent card we want to include in our deck. It also enables us to splash if we get offered like a bomb. This is a strange pod, yeah. Golgari seems decent, but it's tricky. Yeah, it's very difficult. I don't necessarily have good targets for Victimize yet, but there wasn't a lot I was missing out on in the pack, so I feel like I should just hedge on it. Oh my gosh, this is such a tough situation. I mean, I don't necessarily have the fixing. I have this guy. It's this versus this. I feel like I just take this and just try to splash it. I think this card is just too valuable not to splash. Path of Annihilation is also very strong. That could have been the pick there too. That's a red-black land. That's probably for me here. Eviscerator's Insight is a good card, but not the best in our deck. Okay, who is letting this Amped Rapper go to pick 7?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Who is letting the Amped Raptor go to pick 7? I would like to call the judge here. Writhing Chrysalis is the best card in limited history, in your opinion? That is a very fair assessment. I think a lot of people would agree. That's not a very good card. Because it's black, blue, white. That gives us black, green. Okay, I'll take it. We probably want to end up with like at least 3 lands, especially if we're going to play this. Line number is probably going to turn out to be pretty good. Okay, so we didn't end up getting the Cursed Wombat, which is crazy. But we do get a 3rd Expanding Ooze. I think Expanding Ooze is pretty good. This card is okay. Honestly, this card is really only good if you're playing black-blue, from what I've seen other people do. I haven't used it yet. If this card could add us any mana, I would probably take it, but it can't, so very unfortunate. This card is just useless, right? Yeah, that's just a useless card. Do I want to play this elk? Probably not. Yeah, I do already have another dork that taps for everything, so I might as well just not use it. So this can be green, white, and blue. I think this guy's just ass. I actually have a decent amount of white cards, randomly enough. Probably leaning towards this. I'm going to try to wheel this. These usually wheel. Versus Breath Your Last. This seems like a pretty aggressive deck. I think I'd rather just have the 2-drop, especially it works with our Umbra. It works with our Expanding Ooze too. Try to wheel this or this. I'm not dissatisfied with where we're at. I probably misappropriated a couple picks early on just because I didn't know what we were trying to do yet, but I think we're in a fine position. Warp Tusker could be okay. That's green. I just feel like it's too early to do that. I kind of want to hedge that we get offered one. It's probably just this, right? Or this. Maybe it's just this. Maybe we just need to secure a threat. But this helps us find us our bombs. Yeah, I'm going to take that. Oh my gosh, that's Nophimancer. Welcome to the team, brother. That's for us. And I have to give up a Wither and Bloom. You're kidding me? I'm giving up a Wither and Bloom, but this is just a straight up bomb. Like, hello, baby. I can't look at this pack any longer. I have to get out of there. It's too much stress from seeing too many good cards. Okay, so we get a Warp Tusker, so I don't feel bad about not picking that up. But that's green-black. I think I want at least one of these. This is a really strong card if you build around it, but we didn't get offered anything early on to do that. I think this card is fine. Really looking to get one more landscape here. And to be honest, I would prefer a landscape that's red, if anything. What is this guy? Sacrifice a land, target creature you control against Shroud. Okay, that's really good. But at the same time... wait, what is this? When this dies, create a 1/2. What is that good? But this seems insane. Ah, this card's so good. We have so many 3-drops. That card's also pretty good. I'm going to go with this because I haven't used it yet and I want to see what its impact is. We're primarily black anyway. This card's just overcosted. I think I'll go with that. I'm yet to see one person use this, and I think it's just because it's overcosted. The format's too fast to be doing something like this. I might regret not picking up the repurposer, but I just think this card is kind of more of what our deck's trying to do. Okay, I have to take that. I mean, that's just a tri-land for our colors. So now how many red lands do we have? 1, 2. So we have 2 red lands, which is pretty decent. Plus our Manador. That's probably enough to justify playing it. This is an interesting card. I've seen people do stuff with it, but I haven't gotten to do stuff with it yet, and I won't be able to today. What is this? Each player sacrifices Marauder. Is that a good card? Versus this guy. I think I'd rather just have a 4-drop. Okay, we get this Victimized back. I'm not really trying to splash another red card. I don't think we can justify it. This isn't the best, but we do have token generation. At some level anyway. Okay, I'll probably play that. Alright, I'll take the rare for the collection. You know me. I'm a greedy rare hoarder. Okay, the Malevolent. Or the green-black. Ah, that's tough. That's tough. I don't know that we want 3 of these. That was a tough decision to be made. Do we actually put this in the deck? I don't know. It's a decent card for sure. This is a very interesting deck. I've never done anything like this. I tried Odd Druid with Baku and it felt so clunky to play. I think Gen with Even is the goo in Wild. In Wild, potentially. In Standard, it's really difficult to do. Specifically because it's very difficult to, like, find a good enough amount of playable cards that are all even. Because a lot of the combos you want to do in Hero Power Druid are, like, set up your spell damage with your 1 cost, or you don't have access to Malfurion's gift, so you don't have as much ramp. You don't have access to, like, just so many good cards, man. This pack has gas. What are the other cards and the other people pick? For real, for real. I actually like that card a lot. I've never seen it before. I mean, honestly, this is a pretty decent deck. I've never been able to go black yet, and I really wanted to try it out to see, like, what you can do in black. Maybe I kind of highly over-prioritize these, but we'll see, we'll see. I like to take everything out of the deck first. It seems like primarily a black deck, and it seems primarily like a control/modify deck. I feel like we got kind of shorted on the removal, and that's where I'm seeing, like, this deck is probably not going to do as good as we would like. We do have bombs, though. If we go first, I think we're a lot more heavily favored just because of the sheer amount of bombs. Chrysalis is just that good, yeah. So it's like, we don't have very much removal at all. We do have a Chrysalis and an Ophimancer. And if we go first and get to do that before our opponent does anything, that's probably good enough. That's probably good enough. Okay, so I want that. I have 3 ooze, which is ridiculous. I'll try this guy. I haven't gotten to use him. Sacrifice another creature. Search your card library for a land card. Okay, so that does allow us to tutor a Chrysalis too. I didn't realize that. That's actually really good. I don't want to mess with my mana too much, though, because I have so many multi-pip cards. So this is just a good card. That's just a good card. We also have like a decent amount of like card draw, which probably just makes our like mana better. I could have taken a third one of these, but I don't think you want 3 of these in a deck like this, because we don't have that many like high drop cards we want to get out. It's more so that if we use too many of these in the early game, we're going to lose tempo, and we probably just lose at that point. So we always play that guy. This probably makes in the deck, but we'll see. This is a really cool card. I actually want to read what they say about it. This is only a few stat points away from the original Worm Coil engine, per the augment I made moments ago. That doesn't matter. However, when the card is being judged on its ability to stabilize the battlefield, generate reliable value, and hold the ground with Death Touch, then some stat loss can be excused. More importantly, there's room to be worse than Worm Coil and still be a great card. Top 5 black commons, honorable mention, yada yada yada. This is also just a really good card to bring back from the grave. Ooze, Brood Scale, Chrysalis look good here together. Facts. I think this card's actually going to be better than we think, because we just have a lot of high-value threats that our opponent's going to want to answer. And if the game goes long, although we don't have a lot of, like, insane cards to, like, drop down in the late game, we have a lot of insane cards to just bring back from the grave. This probably makes in the deck. That definitely makes in the deck. It's just a good mana sink. Mandatory want one of those. Is this a good card in the deck? I guess it depends on how many like tokens we have. So that's 2 tokens, that's 4 tokens, 5 tokens. What does this do again? Okay, yeah, that makes line number really good. 6 tokens. I think we have enough tokens to justify putting this card in the deck, most likely. It's not great, but the flashback probably works. Now, I will make this up, state this up front. I'm very bad at building mana bases. That's why this is the return to Magic Gathering stream, and not the person who's continued playing Magic the Gathering through his entire life, because I'm not very good at building mana bases. This card seems like it probably goes in the deck. Does this card go in the deck? How many colorless cards do we have? Oh, this is an artifact. That's actually really cool. I would like to mess around with the artifact deck, and although this doesn't necessarily like fit entirely in the red-black artifact deck because it's just kind of slow, I think it's a cool card to mess around with. This might be the actual best home for this card. I actually want to see what the win rate is on that card. In green-black specifically. Okay. And what is this called? Worm Coil Larva. It has a 56% win rate. It's actually on the incline. It's actually increasing in win rate. I mean, this probably goes in the deck. It really sucks. We didn't end up with any cards that double as a land. That's kind of the one thing I missed out on, but I can't even say that there were any I missed out on. Like, I don't think I just had the opportunity to pick any MDFCs, to my knowledge. If I did, I just didn't see it. Almost all of the tokens I'm generating are colorless. Well, but this only activates if we play a colorless. It's not when we get the token. It's when you cast a colorless spell. So I don't think that would be worthwhile, right? Because then we just have 1, 2. When another colorless creature enters the battlefield, this deals 1. Is that worth it? If you think that that's worth it, then I'll try it. How good is this guy? Is this guy even good? So it can pay 2 mana to, like, interact with their guy. Or we could just upgrade our token to make it a 3/3. I mean, I guess it's just, like, make one of our tokens a 3/3, which could be, like, something to do. It's like, I guess I put in a second one of that guy because he can cycle. I don't really have that many other, like, really options. That is true. I don't have very much interaction. Is this guy worth it? I think this guy's okay. I don't know that we'll have time to do anything with this. I'm honestly not sure we're going to have time to do anything with this. I do want to play one of this. I think one of this is good. I think 2 is probably kind of pushing it. This just seems like a one of card that in the late game gives us an opportunity to, like, continue playing the game. And then I think maybe we just cut this. Okay, so that's all of our guys, which is really good. That is red-black. We're going to want one of those. And then, how many cards do we have that require a colorless? Really not that many. Okay, that one's just useless. It's probably just 1. Okay, we got this guy. That was our 1 MDFC. I kind of hedged on that guy. I honestly had, like, a really weird pool because it felt like everyone around me was just switching up periodically through the draft, and it kind of, like, cocked me. But I think it worked out for the best in the end. I think we want... So we want more green than black, especially because... a lot of our, like, mana fixing is also green. Like, we have this card. We also have that guy. I'm really bad at mana. Okay. So, dude, okay. I hate this thing where they just add a bunch of different, like, kinds of mana. A bunch of different arts. Okay. How many lands is that? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... How many lands am I planning to run? 17 probably. I mean, I don't have any MDFCs, which really sucks. It is a 1-drop, that is true. You also hate the feature where they stack the basics? Yeah, it's pretty stupid. I don't know why they do that. Okay, so how many lands do I have? 17. Okay, that's pretty good. So then I have how many green sources? 8. 9 green sources, which is, like, really where I want to be. Probably 10 in this format. I have this guy, which cycles, which isn't bad. And then, how many black sources do we have? Okay, so we have 9 black, and we also have 9 green. I think this is respectable, to be honest. I think this is a respectable mana base. If anyone thinks this is a shit mana base, you can let me know. We have 9 green sources, and we have 9 black, and then we have 1, 2, 3 red sources. But then I also have, like, this guy is also a red source, and then this is also a red source, and that can find us a red source. So I have a decent amount. Do I want to play any more of these? I don't think so. I think our pips are just too intensive to really justify that. Especially because it's like our cards that require one green, one black are early game cards anyway, where I don't want to spend a turn sacrificing a land. I think this is legit. Yo, Pastor Thor, thank you for the follow, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think this is good. Is there anything I'm missing out on? Looks good to me. Do you think we should put this guy in? What is our curve? 3.1. What is the worst card in our deck? If the worst card in our deck is worse than this, we'll put it in. Because I have seen someone do good stuff with this. But it wasn't playing green-black. It was playing, I think they were playing black-blue. I think they were playing black-blue or black-red. We don't have a lot of things that necessarily allow us to, like, get rid of it unless our opponent does. I think we just don't really need this. I think our deck has so many things to be doing in the late game that we don't really need to be spending our mana to bring this back. So this seems legit. Oh, wait. I'm actually so dumb. I think I actually did want a third copy of this in the deck. I overlooked it in the draft because I was like, well, we don't have a lot of late game things to be ramping. But then I realized this card actually puts cards into the graveyard, which is really good for what we're trying to do, I think. Because this card gets ++ for every card in the graveyard. Maybe I'm actually just gaslighting and we don't really care about the graveyard that much. Okay, maybe we don't care about the graveyard that much. I guess just we have this Victimize. Honestly, the 4-mana 3/3 is just too slow. This guy? Really? Because we have multiple cards that, like, this guy's actually rated a C. And this guy also gives our modified cards... Oh, the 1-drop? Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you for agreeing with me on that, because I didn't want to put that card in the deck, but I needed someone else to tell me not to. Alright, we got to make our card the Expanding Ooze, because we have 3 of them. And we need to let people know that we have 3 of them. Alright, this looks legit. Let's go. Locked in, baby. Let's go. Okay, I'm really bad at mulliganing, but I think even I can see that we don't have a green, and I think that is a bad sight to see. I think it's a very risky keep here. Because, like, our deck just needs green to function. Okay, this is not the best, but we can try to find a play on turn 2 with this. So I think I'm happy with this. Plus, we do have multiple double pit black cards. Okay, the Chrysalis is here. Never fear, baby.
I fucking knew it. Oh!
Chrysalis control, baby. Let's go. See, I'm playing a smoke screen Chrysalis control. He doesn't know that we're gonna have the Chrysalis because he's only seeing green black, and he's gonna be like, "Wait, what the fuck is this guy doing?" And then I'm just gonna drop this down. He's gonna waste his removal. Wait, do we want this? I think we just want this. This card's broken. Yes. Yes, this is broken. Cursed Wombat into Writhing Chrysalis. The Wombo combo. I believe. Let's go. He doesn't know, chat. He doesn't know. The hidden synergy of Writhing Chrysalis and Cursed Wombat. No, sir. What are you doing? Hold up.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Calm down, sir. I can't allow you to do this. I cannot allow you to do this, sir. Please calm down. Ooh, that's dirty. That's dirty. You know what they say. Bad biscuits make the baker broke, brother. This guy's cooked. So I guess I just do this. This way we can have like a stalemate, and then hopefully I'll win the stalemate. He's gonna Krillombo before me. Wombo combo. Wombo Krillombo. Let's go. Is there any merit to forcing him to use his things just so I can Breath the Last? Because I can Victimize and just get that back. That is a legitimate thing I could do. Because if he's wasting a piece of interaction on that, I'm very good with that. I mean, we can just get rid of our stuff. That's fine with me, man. Okay. Sure. I'm just going to let this happen. I'd rather keep my token here. I could have tried to defend it, but I'd rather keep my token because the reality is I'm not going to be able to do this and this anyway. And the best thing for us to do is just to use this. So I'd rather force him into using a token because that's like the most mana efficient thing to do here. Plus, this is an instant. Okay, if I had 3 black, I could do that plus that, but there's no way. I only have 2 black. I think I just hold it. Well, he's playing blue, though. He's playing blue, and he's shown he's using an energy card. I think, legitimately, I just do this on his guy. What is the chance that he has an Aether Spike? He's just going to go to combat and attack with it. Like, he has no way to buff it. I think this is so much of a threat. I would rather just secure it here. And even though it's not, like, ideal, I think I just want to confirm it. Now, technically, last turn, I could have sacrificed this in response to his removal. And then my guy would have been 3-3, which means he would have had to use his other token. But at that point, I'm losing a token that we can use to bring back our Chrysalis. Yes, we can revive him. We have the better Chrysalis control. Wait, what the fuck is this? Sir? What is that?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
What are you doing, sir? Calm down. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to calm down. Why are you doing that? Oh, I have another guy in the graveyard. That's legit. Okay. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, man. Let's go. Okay, this is when you cast the spell. I thought that was whenever you activated it. I thought that's whenever you just played it. But okay. Oh yeah, the Wombat does make a whole combo. Because we can do this plus this. That's pretty legit. We need another green though. We need another green really bad. Maybe it's better to... I could risk it for the biscuit and cycle. Nah, I think we just develop this. He uses the most of our mana. Well, we're not running out of value. That's for sure. We're just getting kind of screwed on mana. The bird scale generates tokens for the Chrysalis, and the Wombat makes it all work more valuable. That's facts. That is the wombo and combo indeed. See, this is a hidden game mode. A lot of people are unaware of this DLC because it wasn't shown in the trailer of this set, but I'm showing you the hidden DLC deck. Wait, what the fuck is that? Sir? Sir? Calm down.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Sir, don't make me call the judge. Okay, that was really broken. I will say, though, this guy kind of fucked up because he could have just tapped down my mana, which would have been way better. And we're just getting cuckolded. And we're cuckolded. I mean, his guys are both flyers. I think legitimately here, I need to cycle to try to find a land. If I'm not finding a land next turn, I probably just lose anyway. So I think this is just worth. I think I have to do this. Alright, well that sucks. But, I mean, ultimately, like, what else was I going to do? Play this guy? He has 2 guys in the air, so it doesn't matter. I have no way to create a reach guy. So I realistically like have to find a mana here. Hold up, let me snooze the ads. We're in some intense gameplay here. Give us a land, give us a land. Okay. It's not the land that we wanted, but it is a land. It'll do something. Play Oathmancer. The issue is if I do this, then I can't generate a 1/1 on that. And then we're just dead next turn. So I have to block that. If I tap this, that'll make that 4/5. Am I just screwed? I think I'm just dead. I think this dies every time. Yeah, this just has to trade. Okay, maybe we should put in the second Victimize. It feels like the Victimize is just extremely legit. Now, I have to block this, and I don't know if there's any way out of this, because he just had a dirty-ass Wombo combo. Like, this card is literally so bad. You're paying 6 mana to do nothing, so that next turn, you can do 2 times of one thing. And it's like, I don't like cards that require you to have another thing for it to be impactful. I would prefer my deck to just be all cards that their value is independent of each other, but if I have another card, it's also beneficial. What would be really good in this deck is that colorless guy, Breaker of the Worlds or something, that gains you life for each colorless card. That's a really good card. I don't think there was any way I could get my guy above 5. I wish there was, but it was very unfortunate. This can technically give someone reach, but I don't think that's going to cut it. Oh my gosh, he has an Ulamog?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Wait, he has an Echo. Okay, I'm quitting out. I mean, there's nothing I can do. Bro, he has an Ulamog, a Path of Annihilation, and that other random trigger card. That's actually so BS. What the fuck? I really wish we had that green card that destroys someone with flying. But maybe I'm just thinking that I'm trying to counter like a specific card, and that's kind of bad thinking. Yeah, it wasn't the enchantment that mattered. It's just a 5/5 flyer. Exactly. It's like that is just a bad card put in his deck. It was just it's a win more card. It's only good if you're already ahead. If you have a turn available where you can take the entire turn off and spend 6 mana to do absolutely nothing, you were probably already ahead. And he was already ahead. If you were not ahead, then you're just losing the game by doing that. Because the other guy's going to pressure down your throat. This card seems legit. He had a lot of removal, right? I think this card is good. We just got screwed on the green. I don't know how I feel about that card. This card just seemed like we aren't able to play the game fast enough to really take advantage of this. This is a grindier matchup, and so for that reason, I think I would rather have this Victimized card. Well, actually, I'll just take this guy out. This guy is kind of useless. This guy probably has more of a merit than this guy. Yeah, let's do this. And honestly, I mean, I could just put this guy in. I think we'll rock with this. Well, this guy's reach, though. Is that important? I think legitimately the reach is kind of important in this specific matchup. We'll try it. All right, let's not brick. This can't find us a green. But we have a turn 3 Ophomancer, which if he has no response to that, we just win the game. That is a really big gamble. That is a really big gamble. Because this card is so game-winning, and we have 3 lands, so we're going to be able to do something. Is it greedy if I keep this? Is it actually too greedy? Gosh, it's just so rough. This card is just too good. If we don't see a green, then the hand could be really screwy. I think the green's just too important. Okay. I don't feel bad about this. Is double black or double green more important? I think with this hand, double green is more important. We have a mana dork, so. Okay. Let's put this guy out and then put that guy out. I keep looking over this card and thinking it's trash because it's so hard for me to realize that this is a high power level set and this card's 4/4, not 3/3. Okay, there we go. That's nice. Piece of candy, baby. I'm so glad I didn't keep the Ophomancer hand. We probably would have got cucked with my luck. Alright, he doesn't have a green. He does not have a green. He's not going to be able to put out his dude. Legitimately, I don't think we want that. I think I'm just going to get rid of that. Because I'm going to play Malevolent Rumble, and I probably just don't choose that. Or do I? Maybe we do keep it. Ooh, that's broken. Yeah, I think we just do this. Perfect top deck, baby. What am I getting rid of here? I mean, this is just a good use of our mana, and it has Adapt, which is just good with that guy. I think I can justify getting rid of this. We have another one, so. I think it just comes down to if he finds a green here, and he plays his Cryptolith, we're probably cooked. I need to try and find an answer, though, to this, which our deck doesn't have very many answers to it. Oh, he's just passing? Okay. I bet he probably has the energy counter card. Maybe we should attack with this and connive first. Let's play this first. Oh, that's tough. This would be really good, right? We don't have double green, though. Oh, no, we do. He has a lot of ways to play around that, though. I think I just go with this. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Okay, yeah, waste that. That's fine. Wait, why didn't you do that in response to my ability? Are you dumb? Well, I'm glad he doesn't have that anymore. Can we have a rotation happen? So if it's into a coin flip, do you have a response 1/4 third thing? Or you auto lose? That'd be great. Facts. Yes, I'll take a token. I'll take a token for 500. Especially in certain colors that don't neutrally move. Yeah, that'd be a cool idea. That is true. A lot of cards just don't require a lot of thought, and you can just do kind of well. But what I will say about this set, though, is because it's the first like big modern set to be introduced to Arena, there's a lot more sweaty people on Arena than normal, and I think a lot of people aren't like taking that into consideration. Yes, I'll get a token, sir. I was one off of lethal there because I could have sacked 4 tokens. That was very unfortunate. Oh, this guy's still at 3 mana. Yeah, he's cooked. I don't know why we played that out so long, but okay. I'm going second here. Does that make me want to take this out or that out? No, our games have all went really kind of long. Like, playing this guy out doesn't really do anything for me because the way I lose is he just puts bigger guys on the field than me. So I think I just want to keep everything. Some of these cards make no sense in the deck. It's just put there because it's busted if it resolves. That's facts. I mean, that's just a point of magic. This is just a busted card. So I'm going to put it in my deck. Like, it actually randomly has synergy with my deck, though. Because I have a lot of, like, modified synergies. But what's good about the card is not that it's a modified card. It's just good for the amount of mana you're paying, and it's hard to respond to. I think what's kind of overtuned about the Eldrazi stuff is that you get the effects on cast, and not enter the battlefield. And that makes it feel more busted in some ways than others. Because a lot of times, like, there's no way for your opponent to, like, stop you from doing anything about playing the busted card. Like, even if you go Aether Spike, and I play, like, the guy who summons 3 and flings them at the opponent, well, then in that situation, I'm still getting 3 0/1 tokens that generate me a mana. And so even if you negated my card, I'm kind of going +1 in that situation, because we've seen how good getting 3 mana tokens is. I think this hand is legitimately good enough to keep. He kind of has a slow deck, and we have a Dork, and we have the Rumble. Ooh, and we got our cool card. And this can find us a black. Yeah, let's just find a black turn 1. I really like the design on these rocks. Or, I mean, these lands. I think they're cool. Okay. Kind of flooding here, but not the worst. Not the worst. I think it's just always Dryad over Malevolent. I think it's just always Dryad. The fact this card can add a Eldrazi mana or a mana of any color is just crazy. Technically, if we draw our Cryptolis here, we can still play it, which would be crazy. Cryptolis off the top. No, stop flooding me. I don't deserve this. I've been a good man. Please don't do this to me.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Okay, you don't have a negate. You don't have a negate, buddy. Ooh. I have a card here. Real good card here. Cursed Wombat, baby. Wombat me, baby. Let's go. Now, this is a legitimate decision. Do I slam the Wombat or do I go Eviscerator's Insight? I think I care more about developing the board, so I think I will go Wombat here. Even though it's not the best in this situation, I think I just care more about developing the board here. This guy's deck feels like it's a little bit better than ours. I do like our deck, but it feels a little bit clunky. And I feel like we have the tools to stop the more aggressive decks early, although we don't have the tools to win a late game battle. Like, he has things like this, they just win a control game on its own. And I call a control game like Eldrazi versus Eldrazi, because realistically, there's no control. Let's be real. Oh, a Cursed Wombat's a 2-mana 2/3. Sorry, buddy. Sorry about you, buddy. Okay, I could just play this guy, which is a legit card. Is it better just to play this guy now? I think we just play this guy. Yeah, this guy's just good. I think we just do this. It's better than just doing that. Like, he can't negate it right now, so this is the best time to do this. Yeah, this is a cool card. I like this card. This guy's probably never seen this card played, because I've never seen this card played. I didn't even know this was in the game. This is... I could see that... Wait, what the fuck? He actually... Wait, hold on.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Why the fuck does our opponent actually have this card? Chat. I have never seen... That is literally the lowest pick rate card in the entire set, I'm pretty sure. Why did that guy put that card in his deck? He didn't even see that we have 3 of the gold rare and, like, 1 of that guy. Like, this is actually the only deck I've played thus far that has a legitimate enough of valid targets for you to justify putting that in your deck. And I think that's hilarious. Okay, well, good thing I have the Worm Coil Engine. I'm going to call it Worm Coil Engine, because it's basically what it is. I wonder if this card's viable in Pauper. Maybe Pauper's just too broken, but it sounds like it'd be cool. Okay, so I could do this. I think we just do this first. Stop acting like you have a negate, bro. You don't have the mana to negate. Okay, I think we just get this guy. Or do we get that guy? I think it's just this guy. Okay, I want to draw our rare. The rare would be goated here. If I do this... Tap all these, play this guy. He's about out of energy for his dork, so that's good. And then I can sack this during his instep. Man, if this had vigilance, it'd be so good. This feels like a really good card to have, like, playing against your, like, brother or your friend at your house on the kitchen table. Oh my gosh. Why does he get to draw his Chrysalis, chat? Chat, why does he get to draw his Chrysalis, not mine? No, he has another energy card. Brother, why must you do this, brother? Don't do this to me. You want to attack? Attack with your Warp Tusker. You pussy. Could have sacrificed that, but like, why? Let me draw my 2 cards, buddy. Okay, well, I'm glad I got that out of the way. That was terrible. Ooh. This is a legit card. This is a legit thing to do. I kind of need to find like a flyer. Modify it, put it on this. That seems like it'd be really good. Just try to make my guy bigger than his. What can I get to break the stalemate? Breath Your Last, White of the Reliquary, maybe. Maybe 2 of our revive cards. I don't think I want to sacrifice anything. So let's throw this down. One, two, three, four, five, six. Let's just do this. I can sit here and stall for a bit. Dude, you don't have a response to my Umbra Armor. I've never even seen someone do an Umbra Armor. And it's because it's not that good. This has Vigilance now, so that's pretty good. Okay, so we just do this. And now next turn we put a fatty on this guy. And we just start hitting him for 15. That's how we break the stalemate. Alright, just dead draw, bro. Dead draw. You can't do anything here. Trust. I'm just the better player. Some people make enter sign decisions. Turn 2. Picnic Crew survives. You sure, bud? That's funny. Wait. Oh, what the fuck? This guy can destroy my artifact and return this to hand? You're kidding me. Dude, what the fuck? That was so bullshit. He actually just had the perfect answer.
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Dude, this is literally the only card in the format that could stop me from doing that. Like, wait, what? That was vile. I mean, he has 5 tokens. I think I just always do this. It feels like a blunder of him to attack like that. Why would you attack? Alright, well, I guess we have a chance to win now. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, that's vile. He literally just stole our 2-bet. Dude, this guy is just fucking us up, man. How much did you gotta pay off Wizards to hit the out in the hand? Dude, this guy is literally insane. He literally just blundered so hard, and somehow he just gets completely rewarded. Like, there's just no punishment. That's so sad. He played so shit. Are you kidding me? Rip. Damn. That's very unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie, this guy was complete garbage, but it is what it is. I don't get mad when people have a better deck from you. That's one thing. But when a guy just makes multiple misplays in a row and just has insane RNG, it's a little bit tilting in Magic specifically. Because it's like, I came to Magic to get away from more of a poker-based setting and get more into a chess skill-based setting. If I wanted to do the reverse, I would have been playing Hearthstone. And that guy right there was basically playing Hearthstone, when you think about it, Writhing Chrysalis is a literal Hearthstone card. Yo, what's up, Dalton? How are you doing, bro? How'd the pack opening go? What pack opening are you talking about? I haven't done a pack opening in a while. I mean, I think this is a legit hand. I mean, we just have the mana to play our cards. I think that's good enough. We're doing a draft right now. The draft, I mean, this is my first time playing black. I don't know how familiar you are with black, but black is very interesting. I have, like, multiple rares that can impact the game, but at the same time, you really don't want to go into black unless you don't really want to go into black unless you're just given the right cards, right? Here, you can look at my deck. So I have Rite of the Reliquary, which is a green-black rare. And then we also have a Writhing Chrysalis, the best card in the format that we're splashing. We also have a Cursed Wombat, another gold. And then we have 3 Expanding Ooze, which is another gold. So I was basically just forced to go black, even though I don't really want to. So I would say the draft's pretty good. Heard green is really strong. Yeah, green, in my opinion, is probably the best color in this. Actually, no. I would say green is the second most. Green is the most powerful. Red, if I could start any color, I would prefer to start red every time. Because all the good cards in red allow you to play whatever deck you want. Okay, wait. This guy's playing a black deck. That means we have an equal chance to beat this guy. The fact is, black is just complete garbage. So the fact we're going against another person playing black, specifically green-black, which is the lowest win rate color pair, means we're on an equal footing to actually, like, win the game. And I appreciate that guy taking that disadvantage. Because unfortunately for him, I have 5 gold cards and the best card in the set in my deck. So I don't think we're on an even playing field here. Sir, what the fuck? Okay, well, we're still a turn away from this Wormcoil Lava. If you've never seen this card before, this is my first time getting to see it in the pack. This is a really cool card. It feels like, I don't know how broken Pauper is. I assume Pauper's just insane. But this seems like almost as good as a Wormcoil engine. So I would assume there's like some utility for this in Pauper. Alright, well, let's just hold this. It's Wormcoil Engine, but worse. That's facts. But it's, like, kind of good in draft, right? Like, Wormcoil Engine is a really good limited card. So the fact that, like, this card is slightly worse than that is really good. Wait, this guy just played double enchantment? What the fuck is this guy doing? If you control a creature, look at the top 7 cards of your library, then you may sacrifice creature. Put a mana value X or less from those in the battlefield, where X is 1 plus the mana value. At the beginning of a pre-combat mill, pay 1 and 3 life. If you do, put a card among those into your hand. Dude, what the fuck is this guy doing? Okay, wait. Am I forced to Breath Your Last on his 1/1 just so he doesn't get this effect? Because I don't think I want him to mill. Well, no, I'll go to the bottom. So he'll be able to put a 1 cost in there. So I actually don't really care about that. He just did a really wonky thing. If he wants to sacrifice this and get a 1 cost guy, that's fine. Okay, he didn't do anything. Alright, we're bringing down the bad Mamma Jamma. Let's go. Hold on.
I see. Good news, everyone.
Good news, everyone. Wormcoil is here. Never fear. Let's go, baby. I've never seen anyone play this enchantment. It looks like a slightly worse Birthing Pod, and I don't think that Birthing Pod is good in draft. Yes, no, see, this guy, he actually just fucked up. He should have had the Wormcoil Larva. He needed the Wormcoil Larva to do to play his card, but he didn't. He got the worst into the stick, because his card is bad on its own. My card is good on its own, broken with his card. So, like, we're just playing a different game. Okay, well, the good thing is he's not able to afford to use his adaptability here. And if we were not in a simplified game state, I think that we would probably lose because we just hard flooded. But I have to just do this. Because if I don't, this card's really good. So if you adapt for 2, you're able to return any permanent from your grave to your hand, which is surprisingly really strong in this format, where most of the good cards are creatures, in my opinion. Most of the good cards are just really broken creatures. This card is really broken, though. That card is broken. Alright, I don't want to see my deck. Yo, thank you, Darth Bendak, for the follow. Appreciate it, bro. Ooh, my boy Darth Bendak with the Prime. That's kind of a Chad move, Dalton. He's actually birthing Ritualing. He's actually birthing Ritualing. Dude, I might have to call the judge on this guy. Fuck. I needed a good card there. Alright, I'm gonna have to adapt on this guy and go out my way. He doesn't respect adapt to. So I'm going to have to show him what it means to be a real adapter. See, some people conform to being a sheep of the meta. I'm an adapter. Okay, so looking at this guy's deck, his deck just seems like a worse version of ours, except he just drew a better sequence than us and we just flooded, so we would lose to anyone. Okay, so are you going to use this effect one time? Bro, wait, why? Why do I literally just draw 10 lands in a row? We have 7 lands left in the deck. You're kidding me. I guess I just can't ever attack with that. And then I just keep aligned to get these tokens. Sacrifice any number of creatures. Search your library and graveyard for a creature with mana value less than equal to the number of creatures sacrificed. Put in the battlefield. How many damn effects of that does he have? Like, what? It's almost like at this point, I don't even want to get rid of my colorless mana because we've hit so many lands in a row. It probably increases our chance of hitting a land. I could attack with the 1/2 Death Touch, that's true. But if he has a removal on this, then I'm just taking a lot of damage. It's 1 damage, it probably just doesn't affect the clock. Like, I never probably win that way. Wait, is this a required effect? Oh, that's a May. Wait, he actually is using this card. This card legitimately has the lowest win rate in the entire set. Wait, how does this guy have this? What the fuck? Oh, by the way, if you came back after a while from playing Magic, Discover is essentially Cascade, but they decided to find a way to make it even more broken. So they did. How many cards does this guy have left in deck? He's used so many cards. I don't really want to attack with the 1/2 because he can just chump it with his double tokens. Ooh, that's insane. Holy shit, that's insane. Let's go.
I fucking knew it! Oh!
Wait, if I just attack with everyone, is that, like, legit here? So what happens if we attack with everyone? He has to block this. And if I attack with these, then he can't just single block. He has to use both. I don't think that's legitimately worth. So he blocks those, blocks this, and then he gets... This requires him to block with both tokens instead of one. Right? Because if he blocks this, he's taking 8. No, he can just block with that. There's no reason to do that. What if I attack with this? Minimum 1 has to go here, so he can't double block that. So this seems legit. Okay. I knew it. Better player. He did a really weird sequence there. Bro, this token reminds me of the new Grist Planeswalker. I actually wish that Paper Magic wasn't like $10,000 because this set just seems really fun to play with like friends. Like, I like all the planeswalkers, but also, there's just a lot of toxic people in the community where I live, so it's not really worth. I went to this one place to do a draft, which is the only place within like a 50-mile radius that does a consistent draft, but they rotate what set they're doing every week, and I only want to play with the newest set, so I just would prefer not to play there. Plus, the judge just like, he was just being an asshole and just made me feel uncomfortable, so I just didn't want to go back there, and that's like the only place to play. You'll have a cube made soon? Fuck yeah, I'm down, that'd be dope. Wait, why is this in this deck? Wait, this guy's playing every single low win rate card to date. He's playing the lowest win rate cards possible. Legitimately. You're building commander decks? That's cool. My my homie, he just prints out proxies. He just prints out proxies because there's this like site that he uses that gets like very like high quality proxies to where no one knows. And, like, he'll just, like, build decks and play. So if I attack with this, that means he legitimately has to block it with this, which means he's triple blocking, right? He has to block it with this. Then can I attack with both? In order to kill this, he has to triple block, which means these go all in. I'm willing to get rid of that. I think this makes sense. Wait, he's just willing to let that die and let me keep my guy? Okay. Wait, why did he let me keep my Death Touch guy? Is this guy a legitimate bot? Legitimately, this guy may be a bot. He let me keep my Death Touch guy. Maybe he's just trolling and just wants me to see what his entire deck is. That is a possibility. Dude, what is this deck? I have to give some respect to my guy, Bolt for You 3, because I'm not gonna lie, this took some cooking. The amount of like random dumb things that actually do something when put together is absolutely ridiculous. And honestly, if he just didn't completely blunder, we might have been cooked because we just hard flooded. Like, I haven't won a game from hard flooding in so long. Okay, now he's quitting out. I don't know why we picked now to quit out, but okay. Okay, buddy. I mean, this guy's deck seems really grindy. Maybe it's justifiable to put this in. I think I'm just going to take this guy out. That guy's just ass. I actually just hate that guy. I'm just going to put Victimize in. There's an argument just to remove this guy and play another one of those guys. Yeah, I just don't really like this guy. He's just bad statted. I'll put that guy in. Dude, when are we going to see our rares? I want to show people that we're a rare drafter. I need people to see and understand the full spectrum of my mother's credit card that allowed me to do this draft, man. Turns out that the birthing pod card is not the most powerful card. It's actually my mom's credit card. Who would have thought? Yeah, that's an easy keep. We go Dryad into the Expanding Ooze, and then like we're just close to playing that. Can I get the CC info? Maybe, if the cube comes together, yeah. Honestly, this would be a really fun set to draft with friends. Oh shit, we drew the broken card. Yes, yes, we get to do the thing. Right? Or do we actually want to do this? I don't think we want to do that. I think we just do this. This is just better, right? Well, this is a 2/2 Vigilance. Well, we're not really ramping into anything, to be fair. You were not really ramping anything. The chances of this actually like going through is very low, but at least it removes a threat. Like he's gonna use a card to answer this, and then we'll get the ooze. Green-black is actually better than I thought, but what I will say is the answers to Writhing Chrysalis are just very low, in my opinion. Maybe I didn't get like a high-value draft, but we got a lot of the gold cards, and I feel like the only thing that could have been better is we got like some of the more premium black removal cards, but at that point we would have been forced green, so I don't know. I didn't really choose to go down this path. I was kind of pushed into it. I started off green, and I tried every other color in the game, literally, outside of blue. I tried red, white, and black ended up being the one that stuck. Is it worth it to do this? Probably not. Ooh, wait, no, this is a wombo combo. So we go next turn, tap this, sacrifice our token we get off of this, and then we just get a 5th land. That's huge. I don't think I attack. It stops him from... Because I can only kill one thing. That's not really good. Yeah, it's not really good. Maybe I should have played my weenie first. That might have been better. Okay. He's playing a card I deliberately chose not to play because it's not very good. Dude, he's bolting me for 3. Dalton, I don't know if you've checked out Timeless, but it's really fun. I built a Beanstalk Elementals deck, which is really cool. Okay, well, I think this is just really broken. We're going to show him the power of green-black, baby. Let's go. So we're going to do this. You've seen it. They take cards and change the text or cost, right? So basically, I use this card called Up the Beanstalk, which is a 2-mana enchantment that you draw a card on play, and whenever you cast a card that costs 5 or more, you also draw a card. And then you use these elementals that say, they all have an ability. There's one for each color. And they say you can, instead of paying the normal cost, which is 5 on the ones that you play, you can pay 0 and you can exile a card of that color. So for the red one, you just exile a red card from your hand, and then you get to play him for 0, but he's sacrificed after he's summoned. So that means that you're getting to use your Beanstalk to draw a card off that, which replaces the card you exiled from hand. So essentially, you're just playing Yu-Gi-Oh! While the other person's playing Magic, and I really appreciate that. Wait, I can put any land on the field? That's kind of unfair. I mean, I think we just get the red for the Writhing Chrysalis top deck, right? Is it legitimately worth it to trade this? I need to start trading away game pieces at some point. If he wants to get rid of his Depth Touch for this card, I think I'm legitimately okay with that. I have other threats, and I have this Victimize, so I might as well just keep getting these tokens. Plus, the Basking Brood Scale is an insane synergy there, because now we have another guy to sacrifice to get a land. Like, sure, he just got rid of that, but we got a 1/1 counter, +1/+1 on this guy, and another mana token, which means we're in a good position next turn to just drop our 7 mana 6/8, and now he doesn't have a Death Touch. You don't know what Timeless is? So, Timeless is a new format where basically everything in Arena's history is legal, and the only stipulation is there are a few cards, like literally 4, that are limited to 1 copy, but no card is completely banned. And that's important to note because recently we got fetches in this set, and we also got fetches when Khans of Tarkir was put onto here, but those were banned in Historic immediately. And so you finally get to play a format on Arena that's very similar to Modern Power Level, possibly even better, because we have cards like Reanimate is legal in Timeless, which is the 1 black that revives any creature and you lose life. That card's insane in the red-black scam deck, and that's not legal in Modern. So in some ways, it's actually better. But you gotta think, this new set was so power creep, there are multiple tier 1 modern decks right now that use 90% of cards from that set, so you're not even missing out on a lot of cards in the modern card pool. Obviously there are some exceptions, but to some extent, it's like almost modern. So, I mean, for me, like, I just have a really big collection, so it's pretty enjoyable, but like, if you're a new player, it's not really worth it. Okay, what does this do? He has these searching the library effects, so I haven't seen a good creature from him. So I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, buddy? I think I just play this. I don't want to revive anything. Like, I could revive that, but that's just crap. I think we just get this out. We want to use all of our mana here. That's going to get us another token. And then I don't really want to attack, do I? Maybe I want to attack. Yeah, I want to attack because I have a victimize. Oh, I should have attacked with that guy. That was my bad. That was my bad. I should have attacked with that guy. I just need to start, like, trading away game pieces. One thing that I see, like, a lot of, like, kind of like low-level people or newer people do is they just won't trade away game pieces, and it's almost like playing League of Legends, where both people don't understand how to end the game, so the game just goes on for 30 turns, and even though it, like, didn't necessarily increase my advantage there, because I know I have better cards, I would rather just trade away game pieces, even though it's not immediately impactful. Okay, what the fuck is that guy doing? That was not worth it. Tap it and search for a land. Well, I would have had to sacrifice this, and I don't know if I want to do that. I already have, like, a decent amount of lands. I don't know that I wanted to sacrifice this, but you also got to realize I wanted to keep this because I have a victimize. I can sacrifice this to bring back both this guy and that guy, and I need a token to be able to do that. So if I would have sacked him, I wouldn't have a fodder for it. Okay, so I guess I probably just Malevolent Rumble first to see if it increases what we want to bring back with Victimize. This card's really good, and I honestly underestimated how useful it is in this archetype. I had an option to get a third one, but I thought because it was mainly a ramp card, we didn't want that. But the reality is, since it puts the cards in the graveyard, we do want that. Okay, yeah, we want this guy. Fuck yeah, that was like the best thing we could have gotten because anything else, if we would have summoned this back from the grave, we don't get to pay the cost. Sack another creature, so it gets +1/+1. But then I would have to lose these two guys, which are just better creatures. It was either these two guys or the token, and the token doesn't give me anything. Okay, let's just do this. I think this guy's just cooked. I could have played that, but I don't think it really matters. Both things further my game state, so I don't really care. This guy's thinking about respawning, bro. You have one black. Oh, he has actually a Phyrexian tower? What the fuck? That's crazy. Okay, this is GG. Let's go. Alright, to be fair, it wasn't even really a win. The guy just kind of gave us the win because he decided to pick all of the lowest win rate cards in the format. At the same time, the first guy we went against, he was literally playing that spell that costs an Eldrazi mana and says that he can exile a multicolored card. And that card is probably one of the top 3 lowest win rate cards in the set. So, we've been going against some weird people. Eldrazi mana. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it's called. It's not colorless. It's something else. So I call it the Eldrazi mana. Oh, I forgot to take this out of my deck. I hate this card. It's called Waste. Okay, Waste mana. Okay. I didn't even know that. This is kind of a slow hand, but we have things. Like, I can make a 3/3, and then I also have a removal. I'm honestly just willing to keep this because my luck is so garbage. I would rather just have the mana to play things, to have a balanced hand. Plus, I'm on the draw. I think our deck's, like, kind of slow in general unless we draw both mana. So I'm willing to risk it. And we get rewarded. Cursed Wombat is here, baby. Let's go. Cursed Wombat control. He doesn't respect the Wombat. Ooh, your gold card isn't as good as my gold card. I'm sorry. You chose to play the bad black deck. Sorry, my guy. This is a card that looks like it should have been made in Wilds of Eldraine and just wasn't for no reason. This card would have been insane in Wilds of Eldraine. Pay 1 life, sack another creature, create a treasure token. That card's kind of broken. Sir, I cannot allow you to get that. I cannot allow you to keep that on the field, sir. Yeah. Oh, but I have an Ophimancer. Is it better to establish my Ophimancer or Breath Your Last? He's probably going to play something even better with this. So I think we just do this. This is just too good. Yeah, this card's just unfair. I have to play this, especially because he's playing blue. It makes sense he would have a Aether Revolt, which is the 1 in a blue counter. So I'd rather put this out while he can't hold up a counter spell. The fact this is both players' upkeeps is so crazy. If it was just mine, it would still be broken. The fact it's both is ridiculous. Also, I thought this guy was a 1-1. The fact he's a 2-2 is ridiculous. So I can make one of these tokens an elk. If I make it an elk, do I no longer control a snake? That's a good question. I wonder if I get another snake token if I turn it into an elk. That'd be cool. Alright, cheat out a good card so I can breath your last hit, buddy. What is that, sir? What are you doing? What the fuck is this? So you can search for a 2 or less cost card. Does it turn into an elk or lose an elk? It doesn't say it's an elk in addition to other types. It just says is a elk. So I'm assuming that I will get another snake on the following turn, but I don't know. I'll get another snake? Okay, fuck yeah. I love snakes. Okay, the judge says that I'm allowed to win, so I shall win. Dude, how are we going against 3 black opponents in a row? No, we went against 2 black opponents in a row. Stern equal to devotion. What did he add? I think did he just add a land or something? Yo, I think he just added that plains. Do I want to kill that? Maybe I do. Maybe that's just worth. Well, but this is just really strong. So if I do this, then it means we're gonna get a lot of 1/1s. That seems legit. Yeah, let's do this. I'm racing. I think I win the race. He's going to take 6. Let's be real, you're taking 6. What the fuck? You're letting both die? Okay. If he had a 1-mana white card, I'd be so cheesed. Okay, I'm so down for that trade. The fact you're willing to do that tells me that you don't want to win. Like, that just seemed extremely advantageous for us. Like, we have multiple ways to recur that. Victimize is a way better card in this shell than I originally thought. Okay, he's going Serum Visionary. Could you play, like, a real card so I could kill it? Because, like, so far you haven't put any good cards on the field, and it's kind of hurting my feelings. Okay, that's a good card. Just not right now. I've been kind of down on this card as of recently. Like, it's just an okay card. I just don't value it as highly as I did before. I don't really have a need for playing that. I think it's just play this. Hold this. And if I don't end up if I don't end up using this during the end step, then I will probably cycle. Is it a snake still? It's not a snake. Oh my gosh, that's so goated. It's so goated. Let's go. I don't control a snake. Yeah, snake control. Dude, I literally found the perfect synergy for this card. Turns out Trickster's Elk is actually a good card. When you have one specific rare, trust. Just get this one specific rare and draw it in conjunction, and you'll win the game. I just paid 2 mana for a 3/3. That's literally groundbreaking. Like, you're not getting a better Wraith than that. Except in Modern Horizons 3, which is way higher power level than the normal draft set. You will get a better Wraith than that. Okay. Well, if I just remove his guy, I don't think that kills that. I'm pretty sure this works in my favor. Yeah, he doesn't get that. I'm keeping my Ophimancer, buddy. Ophimancer's too broken. I gotta keep that, buddy. Sorry about you, bitch. How did things go? Okay, so we lost the first one because our opponent literally, he literally played that one waste card. It's one waste, and it looks like a weapon, and it says destroy target multicolored permanent or counter a multicolored spell. And he only saw that we had one gold card, and he actually just sided in against us, and it stole him the game. And then the second game, we went against another person playing black-green and stomped them. This game, we're going against a black-blue person, and we're up 1-0. Overall, this deck has performed very well. Oh, and we actually just got this Trickster's Elk to pop off because we had the Ophimancer on field, and turns out this card makes it no longer a snake, so it gave us an additional snake, which was insanely funny. Okay, so I found out that I want another one of those, and I definitely want to Victimize. Victimize is just way too impactful. I'd rather just cut this guy and that guy. Our deck really isn't like... We have aggressive starts, but for the most part, unless we draw a very specific hand, we're not getting the most value out of this card, neither this card, and Victimize has just been insane every time we had it, so I'd rather have two. If I end up making like a guide on this archetype, I would honestly say that Victimize is a cornerstone of it, because there's not a lot of reasons to go, like, control things in this format. So being able to revive mid-range things is just so high value. No Elemental Blast? Yes. Yes, no, that's what I'm saying. He literally only saw that we had one gold card, and Null Elemental Blast is literally like one of the last picked cards in the draft. I think it's a bottom 5 highest win rate. Like, I think it's one of the top 3 lowest win rate cards in the set. And the guy actually sided in against us when he saw that we had one gold card. He didn't even see that we had more. And it was actually just insane. Like, I feel bad for him that he, like, got his ego up and think that's going to be good against his other opponents, because that's terrible. Okay, our hand is absolutely insane here. Right after I said our deck only can be, like, an attrition-based strategy unless we open, like, a very aggressive start, we just open the most aggressive start possible. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we win the game. Okay, give me another black so I can do the dream. This is literally perfect. I'm actually just putting on a clinic on how to play green-black, boys. I'm actually just putting on a clinic. Okay, that's really hot. Always prioritize developing the board. Maybe it was more correct to do this to try to find a black source so that we don't miss this on curve, but we still have plenty of turns to find it. This is a very interesting card. I think most black decks won't be able to take advantage of it though. This is another really key cornerstone card in green-black from what I'm noticing, because you have a lot of value engines like this card that it makes them guaranteed protection. And, like, that's one of the things that you're lacking, is you need to be able to protect your guys, like Expanding Ooze and Wombat. And, like, if you have enough gold cards to even, like, take a chance at playing this deck, this card's going to be good. It's hard to tell if Cursed Wombat is more important for the deck than its Expanding Ooze, because Cursed Wombat is really good. Like, its value is determined by the other cards that you have, like, alongside it, whereas this card is just a good card and also, like, can be good if you have other cards, but it has more of a standalone value. So I would almost make the case that this card's more important to the deck. At least in my experience so far. Still very early in the draft, but that's what I'm seeing. Okay, I'm glad we put the Victimizers in there. Victimize just seems so important for this strategy after, like, jamming a bunch of games in. Ooh, that's a good synergy. This is actually a really cool card. This is a reprint, right? I think this card is, like, really old. I think I'm willing to trade that. I think I'm willing to bet that our resources are better than his. Did I jam the second victimized is in? Yes, I did. When we were sideboarding, I put it in. Okay. Whoa, what the fuck is this? Sir, what is this?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Pay an energy, sacrifice a creature, return this to their hand. Return target creature with mana value X from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. Interesting. So he doesn't really have a good target for that. I think Victimize is just a better card than this because there are realistically no energy synergies, but it is really strong that we ended up drawing another black source. Let's go ahead and do this. Ooh, that's tough. That's actually tough. I think we just get rid of this Rumble. I know this is a really strong card, but we get another mana, we do this, and the Lion Umber is just really good with this card because it almost makes it as good as a Ledger Shredder. I know that card can find us Writhing Chrysalis, but I think our current amount of resources is good enough, and I don't want to miss out on that. Yes, sir, the black source is in. Let's go. The Rumble after turn 4 gets significantly less good. Facts. This is a card that honestly I haven't seen a good use for this card. It's a very weird card. Marrying an Apprentice. Okay, that is a card that I think is really good in black-blue, but in green-black I don't think it's very good. So I guess he can just return his Warren Soul Stealer back to hand. Soul Trader. That's pretty good. Okay, the mana source is here, baby. Let's go. Okay, the question is it better to just slam this? Or is it better to pump this guy up? That's a tough question. Honestly, I think I just like pressuring. I think I legitimately just like pressuring because he has a lot of removal that plays into Umbra Armor. And this guy is Menace. This is doing a lot for us. We're also guaranteed this, so. That's tough. That's actually tough. I think I can justify getting rid of this because we have 2 Victimize. This card and this card are probably just better than this. Like, this is a defensive card, and we don't need to be defensive. We're also at 19 life, so I think I'm willing to get rid of that. And also, by discarding that, he can now not answer this, so this is guaranteed to hit. And it's Vigilance, which is crazy. Giving this Vigilance is what makes Umbra Armor so good. It's funny because he technically has like an infinite way to make treasures. The issue is he has to pay life to do that. And the other thing is he doesn't have a good way to use his treasures. Like, what is he doing with his treasures? Mask on the Worm, though. That's true. But like, I feel like pressuring is just so like important. And we have 2 Victimize, right? Like, the way I look at it, the Worm is good to get back from Victimize. And we're accelerating our ability to dig and pressuring damage. Whereas, like, this, we can just put Trample on this as well. And that might just be game. And I can also put the Mask on there. If I discarded this, it would be bad to get off of Victimize. Now I have 2 really strong things to get back off the Victimize. And he doesn't have an answer to this. Putting this on there next turn is probably the nail in the coffin. Oh, buddy, that was a bad decision. Oh, buddy, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you, but there's no mercy when you're playing green-black. I took the sacrifice here to make a bad deck, so I deserve to win. I'm risking it for the biscuit. Okay, now we have an 11-12 trample. Oh my gosh, that's so vile. No, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I take it back. I want the worm back. I want the worm back. My guy has double Umbra armor. No. He responded to my Umbra armor with a dog armor. I didn't see that one coming. Top deck a Victimize here. I'm insane. I top deck a Victimize. We get back the Hydra here. We're just insane. The Victimized top deck is impending. Trust. We always get it here. Writhing Chrysalis could be pretty good. I mean, there's just a lot of good top decks for us. This guy's deck is really gimmicky to the point where I'm pretty sure even if we lose this game, if we don't brick, we just beat him. He's having to manipulate a 3-card combo to even get close to beating us. Oh, no, he has a Tameo. I take back everything I said. He has a Tameo. That's just not fair. Yeah, that's just not fair. He has the Tameo. Technically, though, I would still have this guy. If I would have discarded the Hydra, I wouldn't have that, and then he would have just locked down my worm. I wouldn't be, like, guaranteed to win. It would be better, but it still wouldn't be, like, I don't know that I would be ahead. Do I have a way to get rid of that? I don't think I do. I have to talk to Victimize to get back in the game. Get your treasure. Yeah, manipulate your treasure some more. I get it. You're just a horny treasure maker. I get it, man. Wow. That was BM. High key, this might actually be worth it against him. I mean, he has cards. Like, he has this card. It's crazy. His entire strategy is basically on the forefront, on the back front of that one energy card, when his deck has no energy synergies. I'm putting the Elk in. Fuck it. The Elk goes back in. I have to stop his degenerate 4-card combo. Considering he could just break the stalemate by just sitting there and just going in the air with Tameo, it didn't even really matter in the end. Okay. Well, this is a 2-lander. At the same time, we have a cycle if we get to 3. We also have the ooze. I'm probably greedy here and just keep this. His deck is kind of slow. I think I can justify it. Never punished, baby. Never punished. Let's go. Never freaking punished. We're just nice like that. Oh, he has a Tameo. Always punished. Screw me. Sorry for existing. My bad. My bad, man. Oh, I need a black so bad. Give me a black. Papa needs a black pair of shoes. I need a black so bad. I mean, honestly, if I get any other mana source, I'm still willing to just pop that off. I might be willing to do it either way. Like, this is just such a threat. But he has ways to revive it anyway. And he has that. Oh my gosh. Okay, the black is here. This is a tough situation. Do I have to just remove that? How important are these investigates? I don't really know how to evaluate that. It sucks he got his tri-lands online. Do I need to answer this? I don't know. Like, is that worth it? I don't want him to keep getting treasure, I guess. It feels really bad, but I feel like I have to answer this. That sucked, but it is what it is. I probably just tapped this to go get a green. Bro, this guy has all the tokens that we don't have access to in this deck. Dude, the auto tapper just tried to fuck me there. Did you guys see that? You really cannot trust the auto tapper in this format. Oh, and I don't have access to that. That's, oh, wait, I do. Wow. That sucks. Wow. If I wait another turn, I just bring back this guy and that guy. I mean, that's probably worth, right? It's probably worth just to wait and do nothing. The fact this card can add lands makes it a lot better. I didn't know you could do that. Ah, oh, he's adding that card. Screw that card, dude. Do we want to risk this? I mean, if we get to 6 mana, we can just do this and wait to do that. Okay, that's pretty good. Because then I can just start sacrificing this to get these back. He can just keep adding back Tamiyo. That's so gross, dude. I'm in the grindstone right now, yeah. I don't know, I kind of want to get a red. Okay, well, I know what I'm sacrificing. I don't really like this card. There's too many ways to, like, use a 1/1. Whether it's counters, whether it's, like, I mean, sacrifice outlets. Like, there's just too many things to do with a 1/1. I think this card's kind of mid. Colossal Dread Snake, indeed. The top deck is insane. Well, I can actually victimize, bring back this guy, and that guy if I want. I probably just keep this as the sacrifice fodder. Okay, we didn't mess it up. We didn't mess it up. I need a land. Oh my gosh, that's insane. That's beautiful. That's so beautiful, chat. This is beautiful. Watch me work, baby. Watch me fucking work. That was hot. That was really hot. Yeah, he had to use his removal on my Ophimancer, which left him vulnerable to a Writhing Chrysalis that we just randomly have teched in there with our 1 mountain. He had no idea that was coming. He thought he had a sneaky snacker just going in for lethal. It's like, hell nah, brother. Dude, if this was a Cursed Wombat instead, this would be so disgusting. That was a crazy play for sure. We're literally out here cooking with the red-black. You already know what it is. The red-black sauce. Null Drifter? What the fuck is this? An updated version of the Pauper Classic? I mean, what are you attacking with here? After this turn, you have no good attacks, but if you attack with your Menace guy, I just block, sack. And you don't want to lose that guy. This is really bad. I could just make that like a elk. Oh, you just passing? Fuck yeah. Elfify the Drifter, probably, yeah. This is Evoke. That's interesting. Oh, it's 3. Okay, I thought it was like an elemental. I was like, what? Do I do this? Dude, why is this trying to fuck me? Ooh, that's tough. That's so tough. What do we want here? I could have taken the Reliquary guy, but I feel like the Worm Coil plus the Drifter is just too good. Do I attack with this guy? I have a second reach guy. Do we attack with this guy? I risk it. I don't want him getting this back. Wait, why didn't he just sack? Oh, I get my 3/3 back? I didn't know that. Oh, that's poggers. Oh, this card's way better than I thought. Holy shit. This card's good. I didn't know that. I've never seen anyone use the card, so I didn't know that's how it worked. The reason I was willing to kill the Mole Drifter is because if he brings it back to play, it's not going to get the effect to draw 2. So then at that point, he just has an Annihilator 1, which has no effect on the game because I have excess lands. Okay. I think he might beat us, though. This thing is just so fucking irritating. Like, there's not a lot of good ways to interact with that in our deck. Are there any at all? Yeah, we have literally no ways to interact with that. There's even nothing even in our side. Okay, he's just bringing back his Tameo. That's really stupid. And we losing the deck out here. I'm gonna have to like go Dread Mask and probably try to put it on this Worm Coil Larva. Dude, stop freaking looping that. That's so broken, dude. This combo that he's drawn every single game. We played 3 games. The guy has drawn the combo all 3 games. It's so stupid. It's a double rare combo. And he has a Tameo. Ridiculous. This guy's deck, and he has a Moldrift. He has so many rares, man. So crazy. And like, this is a highly sought after card. I am yet to have seen a single Planeswalker in a pack. Okay. That's dope for you, man. I love that. What is this accomplishing exactly? Is what this guy's doing even good? I can't really tell what he's even accomplishing by doing that. Okay. Why do I have to click Resolve All when I'm auto-passing? Like, wait, what? It feels like I'm going into a person who's playing Storm. Like, this is not fun. Oh, he can just infinitely burn me for life here? Is that what this is happening? Does this guy just infinitely burn us out for life with his stupid marionette girl? Is that what's happening? Can he do that 6 times? Oh, that allows him to sneaky snacker. Oh, wait, now Annie Tameos? Holy shit. That was insane. Oh my gosh. What? This guy had a 4-card combo on us. That's ridiculous. Brother, this guy literally just did a 4-card combo. Is this even legal? I feel like I'm playing Commander right now. Well, I'm not playing Commander. He is. I'm just sitting here. Holy crap, that was so broken. This is the dumbest 4-card. Like, this guy's deck is entirely based on him having this 4-card combo, and it's disgusting. No, if the equip cost was 1 less, I'd cook this guy. This is a question. So I'm attacking for 3. Do I attack with this? I have no way to block this in the air. I have to keep that. That's so BS. Fuck this card. I think we're just dead. Yeah, that's just so stupid. This guy literally drafted a deck that's entirely based around a 4-card combo. You're kidding me. But it's okay. I had fun. I'll let this guy do his full combo. I'll let him sit here and play with himself. It's okay. We're not even playing the same game. He's playing a different game than me. Oh, you can just sack treasury tokens? He could have killed me a long time ago if he would have done that. Well, that guy's dumb. He could have killed us several. I didn't know it was treasure tokens too. Yeah, that was stupid. A way to lose there, but that's okay. All good. It was fun. To be honest with you, I am completely drained out right now. That was a very rough and long match. Like, the whole draft took so long because we went against really slow people. What does this do? Well, as soon as the battlefield destroys one target non-basic land, its controller may search for a basic. That seems really, really bad. That seems really bad. This should have flash. That is not a good card. Nor in draft, nor in standard. Well, it was fun. Might do some more drafts tomorrow. We'll see what happens if I have a bunch of work to do. But appreciate everybody for stopping by. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. If you're new here, make sure to go subscribe to the YouTube. And as always, if it's not the goo, it's got to go. Peace.